Ciao ragazzi, mi chiamo Josh e questo è il grande incontro Italia versus Swissia. We're here, guys, of course. This is it, man. Last 16. This is where things start to get serious. The knockout stages of Euros. Italia against Swiss. I'm looking forward to this one, guys. Make sure you leave your thoughts down below, your score predictions and your lineups. And as always, Forza Italia, Forza Azzurri, and let's get into it today. I think first things first, we are very lucky to be here. We are very lucky to be in this stage right now. If it wasn't for Zaccagni. Zaccagni. Molto bravo Zaccagni. Alla grande Zaccagni. Andiamo Zaccagni. He saved us because, guys, if it's became a fact right now. If Italia did not score that goal, if Zaccagni did not score a 98th minute equalizer to get Italia the point, it means we would have been knocked out. We would have been knocked out. We would have finished third place with 3 points, but it wouldn't have been enough, and it meant that we would have been knocked out. So Zaccagni has saved us there. He saved Italy from being knocked out in the group stages. Grazie, Zaccagni. But yes, we're back, guys. This is a massive one. Yeah, this is Switzerland, very tough side. You know, we're in the knockouts. You know, we know who we may face now. We know the pathway we're on to the final. Of course, we are the holders, but it starts against the Swiss. Very, very tough game. Very, very tough side. I think we started them first, of course. I want to quickly show you, obviously, their results and their squad as well. But this will be no easy task to get past the Swiss here. You know, starting off with some of their players, they've got a few Italian players who, they've got a few players who play in Italian league, as we know. Jan Sommer, for course, played for Inter. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. You know, we know how good this guy is. We know how quality this guy is. He's a great goalkeeper there. Obviously, they've got the likes of Akanji from Manchester City. Ricardo Rodriguez is still playing there. Fabian Schär's there as well. Obviously, in the midfield, they've got the likes of Granit Xhaka, who's absolutely superb for them in the midfield. Of course, you've got the likes of Vargas, Abisha, who plays for Bologna, of course, as we know. He's been playing right back for them, but he's been inverted. He's a midfielder, but he can play defender as well there. Jurjan Shaqiri always turns up, of course, in on the big stage there. And obviously, some of the strikers have got, of course, Immobile. You know, he's played all their games so far for them. He can turn up. Okafor, of course, we know from AC Milan. You know, this guy as well, Ndoye. Wow, what a player he's been with Bologna. As we know, this guy's had a quality Euros as well. He's a great player there. And of course, their manager, Merit Yakin, he's still, you know, I think he has them very well organized, as I said. You know, they've been playing some great football in so far this Euros, and yeah, I think if we can really look at some of their results very quickly, as we know, they finished second place in the group, obviously behind Germany there. If we look at some of their results, this was obviously them in the qualifiers, by the way. But if we go down to their recent results here, you can see they obviously. I've watched all. I think we've all seen all of their games. They obviously beat Hungary 3-1. They battered Hungary. I thought destroyed Hungary against Scotland. They did drew though. You know, they did get a draw against Scotland. It was 1-1 against Scotland there. And obviously Germany was a game where they impressed me. Germany, they should have really beat Germany. You know, and they could have easily topped the group as well if it wasn't for Fulkrug. You know, Fulkrug came on and saved Germany, but Switzerland were excellent against Germany there. So they are a fantastic side. They're very well organized side. They play some great football as well. And you guys, you can never underestimate Switzerland because they have the experience of being in the Euros. They always seem to do well in the Euros as well. Just go back to last Euros. They beat France in the round of 16. They was 3-1 down at one point, but they still came back and they beat France on penalties. So there's certainly a side that can't be underestimated. Of course, we have played them quite often. We do play them quite a lot. You know, last Euros we beat them 3-0 in the group stages. But if you go to the most recent game, it was they actually stopped us from qualifying in the World Cup. Obviously, they made us It was that game against Northern Ireland, and it was a game against Switzerland where we didn't perform, and obviously they stopped us from automatically qualifying, and we had to play against Macedonia in a playoff, and we got knocked out there. So that was one of the reasons why we didn't make the World Cup, if you look at it that way. So they are a very good side there. We have played them quite a lot over the recent times. As I said last year, as we did beat them comfortably 3-0, but there shouldn't be a side that should be underestimated there. As for us, as for Italia, as I said, we are lucky to be here. We are honestly lucky to be in the Euros still. If it wasn't for Zaccagni, we would be out right now. We'd be back at Rome with no European trophy, which would not be good enough. So we have made it out of the group. We got a last minute equaliser, which we finished second place above, of course, Croatia. But obviously, we know what happened in that first game. We conceded in the first 20 seconds, and then we played a lot more better in that in that first game. But the past two games, yeah, it's been very, very poor. Spalletti, he's been out tactic, he's been outclassed in the past two games. He has to get it right. A bit of news going into this game: we've got a massive player missing. Riccardo Calaflori is missing for the game. Calaflori is out for the game, guys. He's picked up too many yellow cards, so he'll be missing the game. So I want to know, Azuris, Italians watching in the chat, who do we replace Riccardo for? Do you give a chance to Buongiorno? Do you give a chance to Gatti? Do you give a chance to Gianluca Mancini? Let me know, you guys, who you think should be getting a chance. But let's move right into my lineup, guys. As I said, Italia needs to fix up. We have to fix up, otherwise we will lose this game. It's as simple as that. This will be my lineup that I would go with. I don't know what Spalletti would do. The league lineup hasn't been out yet, but this is what I would go with. I believe this is our best lineup we could possibly go with, in my opinion. Firstly, go with the back three. Stick to the back three, Spalletti. Stop changing it around. Stick to the back three, especially with playing players out of position as well. I do not, first and foremost, I do not want to see Di Lorenzo anywhere near the centre back position ever again. I don't even want to see him start this game. Di Lorenzo needs to be dropped for me. Let's get out of the way first and foremost. But anyway, Donnarumma in goal once again against Croatia, saving us, save the penalty against Croatia, proving why he should be number one and always will be number one for Italia. Back three, of course. I want to see Matt Darmian there. You know, he played left back. No, he didn't play left back. He played obviously centre back against Croatia, but I want to see him there. Matt Darmian in there, of course, centre back. With alongside him, I want to see the guy from Torino, Buongiorno from Torino. I want to see him in there. All right, people. Obviously, he'll be the one to replace Calaflori, but I want to see Buongiorno. I think Buongiorno deserves a start. He's very, very good for Torino, and he's very, very good when he does actually play for the Azzurri. He does, he looks fantastic there. So Darmian, Buongiorno, and Bastoni, of course, as my three centre backs there. The two, of course, wing backs. We're going to go left wing back, Federico Di Marco. He's been awful. He's been very, very poor. This Euros, I don't know what's happened to him. He's not been the same player. I know he's been struggling a bit with an injury, but he needs to step up for this game for sure. And then, as I said, right on the right-hand side, I want him dropped. I don't want Di Lorenzo playing in this team. Di Lorenzo needs to be dropped. And it's between two players for me. Cambiaso, of course, Cambiaso from Juve, or I want to see this guy, Bella Nova. I want to see Bella Nova there because the simple reason being he is excellent going forward. I feel like that's what we're going to need. We're going to need our players to push forward, create chances. I feel like Bellanova has proved that he can be very good going forward. And even if he pushes forward too much, you've got Darmian there to cover him as well. So I would, of course, I don't mind Cambiaso, but my personal preference for me would be Bellanova in there as well. Now in the midfield, this is where Spalletti, he has to get it spot on. He has to get it spot on. You have to not get overrun because the past two games we've been overrun in the midfield. The midfield has been overrun, and you can't be doing that. Pellegrini. Adio Pellegrini. Adio to him. Get him out of this team. Same with Flatesi. Flatesi, adio, out of this team. This should be the three in the midfield for me. We need a bit of creativity, and we need a bit of strength in the midfield and physicality. So, Brella is in the midfield. Jorginho and Fagioli. That should be the free midfield there. I think Fagioli really impressed me when he came off the bench against Croatia. He actually looked like he was trying to do something. So I want to see Fagioli in the midfield there. He's going to give you that creativity. You can have Jorginho there as the sort of dictator, and then Barella does it all really. He's a quality midfielder, so that should be the free midfield. We have to win the midfield battle. It's so important that we do, because the past 2 games we've not been winning the midfield battle. And then the 2 up front, which I've seen doing again, Chiesa's got to start. Federico Chiesa has got to start for me. You have to start Chiesa. I'm sorry, you have to start Federico Chiesa there, because why did you bench him in the first game? Drop Pellegrini, play Chiesa instead. And then I do not rate Scamacca. I'm sorry. Scamacca showed me the past 2 games that he's not good enough. He's been playing very, very poor the past 2 games. Lategi again, still unproven. So I'm gonna go, because I just feel like it's gonna be hard to break the Swiss down. We're gonna need a bit of something different, a bit of creativity. That's why I've gone with Raspadori. Raspadori. I'm not a huge fan of Raspadori, but I think he can give you something different to what Scamacca will, because Scamacca, he has his job to be physical. He has his job to be hold up the ball, but he's not even been doing that recently. He's been so poor. So I'm going to go Raspadori and Chiesa, 2 up front there against the Swiss defense there. So that's my lineup, guys. Let me know, any Azuris watching, what you guys think of my lineup, what you would change as well. Let me know. Score prediction, I'm going to go with, I do see us winning this game. I do see us going for quarterfinals. I think this could go like last Euros when we played against Austria and we beat them 2-1. It went extra time. Maybe it'll go extra time again. But Swiss 1, Italia 2. 1-2 to Italia. That's what we're gonna go with. 2-1, I should say, to Italia. We're gonna win 2-1. 2-1 Italia. Yeah, it's gonna be a very tough game. But I see us going through quarterfinals where we will face Inglaterra or, of course, Slovakia. So look forward to that one. But let's make sure, let's do our job against Switzerland. We have to step up. Yeah, if we play the way we've been playing, we will lose. As simple as that. And we won't lose, and we will lose badly, because Swiss are a very good side. So thanks everyone who tuned in thanks everyone who tuned in to the video today, guys. Mi piace iscriverti as well. Per favor, really do appreciate it, guys. Forza Italia, Forza Azzurri, andiamo, and we are out of here. I'll be live for the watch along, guys, on Saturday. Catch me then. Ciao.